Adrienne Hendricks. I just had a client call and ask me about panel length. She was told she needs a panel that's no longer than 16 inches, but the seat size that she chose to ride in is an 18 because she's more comfortable. I mean, not all of us can fit in a 16. But anyway, so she was asking the length of our saddles, and I thought this is a good thing that might be fun to share. So here's a saddle that I'm working on, and we'll just kind of take it apart real quick so we can get down to the tree. So here's the flaps. So here is basically a saddle stripped down to its bare parts with just the strain bits sitting on its panel. And what I think is interesting is when you measure a saddle, you're going to measure from the middle of the head nail, which is right there. That's the little decorative piece that has the saddle company's logo or name on it. So I'm going to measure from the middle of there to the middle of the back of the cantle. And this saddle measures actually 17 3/4 inches. It's stamped as an 18-inch seat size. But what's interesting is up here, see how there's wood between the pommel plate? When the saddle maker's making the saddle, they can drill in this area to put in the head nails. So that's where it's going to be kind of an approximation of the length, but it is an 18-inch tree. The head nail might just be, drilled back about an eighth of an inch or a quarter of an inch, which is going to make it measure just a little different. So that's one thing that I always find interesting. But basically, this is an 18-inch saddle. When I go and measure the panel, the thing that I need to take into account, and this is for lots of saddles, is here's the actual tree, but see how there's about a finger of stuff in front of it? Basically, I've got a little room for the flocking. Here's the point pocket. I always wondered in Pony Club what the point is. Here's the point of the tree, and it fits down in the point pocket. But I've got a little bit of room for some padding and the front facing. And then the front of the saddle, it's just there. There's no gusset. So I've got, well, what does that measure? I'm holding a tape measure. That's 3/4, 7/8 of an inch, not quite a full inch in front of the tree. And then what I need to do is measure the area in the back here. How much of this is actually touching the horse? It's not going to be right here, but the area it'll be touching the horse, depending on the horse's back shape, is going to be in this area. So when I measure the saddle, I'm going to flip it over upside down basically, and measure the length. But what I want you to remember is it's not going to be an 18-inch. You're going to have to add about an inch or 2 or 3, depending on how much extra material has been built into the design of the saddle. So even though we may need a 16-inch saddle, it's going to be hard to find, and even a 16-inch saddle is going to have a footprint of roughly around 17 to 18 inches because it's going to have extra stuff built around it. So just something to think about. I'm always here if you have questions, and I love to chat about this stuff. Thanks so much. Bye.